An Iranian man goes to work abroad, but when he returns home, he brings back a young and beautiful second wife. He fantasizes about having two women share him, but he didn't expect his first wife, Mina, who's been taking care of their three kids alone at home, immediately breaks down. She angrily accuses her husband of being heartless. For years, he's been working away, while Mina raised their three kids on her own at home. She's been worn out, frustrated, sacrificing everything for the family. Every brick of this house was laid by her hands. She's waited so long for her husband's return, but this is the situation she faces. She can't believe it. Mina loudly confronts her husband, but her husband, who's forgotten his old love for a new one, defends his second wife. He even harshly scolds Mina. In Iran, polygamy is legal for men. Because of prolonged wars, Iran has a shortage of men. As a result, many women are willing to be a second wife, just to have a man to depend on. But Mina doesn't see it that way. She's given so much to this family over the years. Now, suddenly, a young woman appears to share in the fruits of her labor. Of course, she can't accept it. Mina runs to her room, crying as she packs her bags. Her husband's behavior deeply hurts her, and she feels hopeless. She wants to take the three kids and leave this house behind. The cold-hearted man shows no attempt to stop Mina. Instead, he grabs their youngest son's hand, trying to keep him by his side. But the child, who's lived with his mother all this time, reacts strongly to his father. He breaks free from his father's grip and cries as he follows his mother. Ah. The children are all disappointed in this heartless man. Mina, with her three kids, leaves without a second thought, leaving behind the home she helped build. In Iran, women have very low status. Even if she's angry, a wife can't force her husband to leave. She had no choice but to leave helpless. The man awkwardly sits at home. His once perfect fantasy is shattered. On the other side, Mina walks alone with her three kids. She embarks on a journey to find a new home. She believes that even without her husband, they can survive. Mina is hardworking. Over the years, she has moved several times and built a new home brick by brick. For her, whether her husband is around or not doesn't really matter. Mina keeps walking with her three kids. She wants to get as far away from her husband as possible. Her goal is to reach the other side of the river, but the problem now is how to cross the river. The kids are still too young. For Mina, it's no problem, but for the children, it's quite dangerous. There's no choice. Mina can only carry one child across the river at a time. Then, she returns to bring another. She is truly strong. After several trips back and forth, they finally reach the other side. Mina's clothes are soaked through, but she has no time to dry them. She needs to find a place to settle before the sun sets. Luckily, the weather is dry. In no time, her clothes will dry by themselves. The three kids follow their mother's lead. They don't feel sad. To the children, wherever their mother is, that's home. The path ahead is difficult, since the youngest son is still very small. Mina has to carry him the whole way. Although the other two kids are struggling to walk, they almost fall several times, but they quickly stand up again. They don't want to worry their mother, even though they are still young. They already understand and empathize with their mother's hardships. Because of her husband's actions at noon, they didn't even have time to eat the lunch they had cooked. Now, they are both thirsty and hungry. Luckily, they come across a puddle of water up ahead. Mina pulls out a plastic bottle and fills it with some water. The kids are so thirsty. They grab the bottle and drink greedily. There it is. After a brief rest, they set off again on their journey to find a new home. Finally, they reach a gorge. There are many large trees growing here. This is Mina's ideal place to settle because of the dry, hot climate in Iran. Mina picks a big tree as the location for their new home. The kids are excited and start playing. It seems like the environment here is better than their old home. No time to rest. Mina starts building the new home. Other shepherds live nearby. Mina borrows some tools from them. First, the foundation. The ground here is slopped. To live comfortably, they need to level this area. Mina works quickly. With just a shovel in her hand, she levels the ground in no time. Her youngest son is so tired, he falls asleep. Mina puts down her tools. She lays out a mat and gently places her son on it. This way, he will sleep more comfortably. Mina resumes her work. Her 7-year-old daughter, being thoughtful, comes over to help. In the middle of it all, her youngest son wakes up and wants to help. But he's too young to use the tools. He even fights with his older brother over the tools. He starts crying. Mina has no choice but to stop working and comfort him. Not sure how long it took, but the foundation is finally ready. Mina lays out the sleeping mats on top. Tonight, the whole family will sleep on it. It's already evening. The kids are already starving. Mina has no time to rest. She immediately starts a fire to cook. Because they left home in a hurry, Mina only has some flatbread in her bag. She has to make do with it. Tonight, she places the flatbread on the embers to warm it up. That will be their dinner. The kids aren't picky. They eat it eagerly, as long as Mina finishes building the new home. They can stay here long term and live a happy life with the kids. After dinner, the kids lie down on the mat and fall asleep. For them, wherever mom is, that's home and happiness. As for Mina and her 3 kids, how they will live in the future, will continue in the next video.